Hi, my name is Emmanuel Sibla. I'm the climate strategy leader for Decathlon. My job is about understanding what is the climate crisis and what is at stake for Decathlon as a company in this context. Then my job is about setting the right level of commitment for the company to take its share of responsibility in the fight against the climate crisis. CO2 is the acronym for carbon dioxide. It is the greenhouse gas related to human activities which has the most impact on global warming. Greenhouse gases act as a blanket around our planet and prevent it to regulate its temperature. The increase in temperature at the surface of the globe is leading to a warming of the atmosphere, of the oceans and the land. It also leads to the melting of the ice cap and the glaciers, as well as a disturbance in the water cycle. This will in turn lead to extreme weather events such as droughts, fires, storms, heavy rains, flooding. Global warming will also impact biodiversity, both the plants and the animals, where some species won't be able to adapt because of these changes that are coming too fast. The climate crisis will have a very significant impact on our largest playing field, the planet, where today we are practicing our physical and sport activities. Any economic activity requires machine and energy to extract or cultivate raw materials, to manufacture components and products, to transport them and to sell them. This energy is coming mainly from fossil fuels, that is, oil, gas and coal, which emit greenhouse gases when we burn them. Decathlon is no exception to the rule. 70% of its carbon footprint is related to raw material extraction and product manufacturing. The rest of it is related to the travel of its co-workers and its clients, the transportation of its products, the building and running of its warehouses and stores, and finally, the products' use and end of life. What is at stake for Decathlon is to have an impact on its whole activity, from designing the product to selling them. When it comes to designing, this is about the choice of raw material that have lesser impact on the environment and that are more sustainable. It's about also choosing options to use less material. In production, we are working with our suppliers to stop the usage of coal and to move towards the sourcing of renewable energy. In transportation, we are moving away from high-emitting means like plane transportation. In retailing, we are leading projects about energy efficiency and sourcing of raw material as well. We are developing new activities around the economy of services, that is, the repair, the rental, and the sale of second-hand products in order to maximize the value of our existing resources instead of consuming new resources. Decathlon's target is to divide by 2 its carbon intensity before 2026 and to calibrate its trajectory in line with the international commitments, that is the Paris Agreement and the objective to reach global carbon neutrality before 2050. We need to mobilize and align the whole organization, from our shareholders to our leaders to our teammates, in all countries, sports, processes and all services. We need to update the notion of performance, which historically is very financially driven, and include another dimension about environmental performance, because that performance can also have a cost. Look at the carbon pricing, which keeps rising year after year. We also need to onboard all our suppliers and partners so that they reduce their own carbon footprint. We need also to take with us our clients and users so that we define together new ways of using our products that are more sustainable. The solution requires first and foremost the understanding that our planetary system is non-extensible, that it has resources in limited quantities and that some of the limits of the system have already been exceeded. Our society therefore needs to use those resources in a responsible and sustainable way. In particular, we need to move away from a linear economy where we extract resources, we manufacture products, we use, we consume and we throw away, towards a more sustainable and circular economy. Decathlon is willing to take up the challenge, and we will focus on developing services and products that are purposeful, eco-design, repairable, and ultimately recyclable, for which we will have maximized their use and lifespan through services such as repair, rental, and the sale of second-hand products. Finally, this is a collective change in mindset that we need to design tomorrow's future.